Okay, this is part 3 of creation. And basically, the title of this is Our Technology New? Now I'm going back to what I started on the first one. We of Earth today believe that we are the beginning of God's creation. As time passes, we also believe that everything that man creates is something new. Man's proud of his achievements and all of this advanced technology we got today. Okay, just look at all the things man has done due to his great knowledge and wisdom. Are all these accomplishments new? Ecclesiastic 1, 9 and 10. The thing that hath been, it is that shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new, if it hath already been done of old time, which was before us? That's the scripture that got me into this. There is absolutely nothing we see or do today that hasn't been seen or done at some point in the past. All of our modern technology was invented and used some point in the past. Everything that is considered new today has already been done in the old time that was before us. The sun was established as a great light and source of heat for earth in Genesis 1. Anything that has transpired since the sun was established is not new. There's nothing new under the sun. So since there is nothing new under the sun, things that are considered new today had to be before the sun was established. The sun was established on day 4 of our creation right now. For creation week. Man was not created until day 6. There was life before Adam. For this to be completely true, there had to be life before Adam. There had to be life before man on day 6. We have not yet reached the point of knowledge of the ancients. They were more advanced than we are today. Ecclesiastes 1:11. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. Okay, there is no memory or concrete evidence of earth before Adam, except what you find in the scripture. Likewise, when the new heaven and earth are established in the future, which the new earth has already been established, the people of that time will have no memory of this present earth. It will be like this earth never existed. There will be no evidence that our present earth ever existed, for all things are passed away. Everything that we take for granted today has been in the past. Televisions, vehicles, aircraft, computers, plastic, even space travel. That was all invented before Adam was ever created. In fact, the pre-Adamic race was more advanced than we are today. There are new technologies that they had that we are yet to discover. Are we traveling down the same path as these pre-Adamic race? Is history repeating itself? The Lord said in Daniel 12 that in the last days knowledge would increase. Has our knowledge increased enough to realize that we could be repeating what caused the fall of the first race of mankind? Or are we just as arrogant and self-centered as our predecessors? Think about it. For nearly 6,000 years, mankind has advanced very little. The last 100 years has produced more advancements than the previous 6,000 years. The amazing thing is, none of all these advancements are new. This has all been done before. Why is it that mankind could advance very little until now? Has God suppressed his ability to receive knowledge until now? Has he opened up parts of our mind that has never been used before? Let's go on. Genesis 11, 6 and 7. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Verse 7. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. This is where man's mind was suppressed. At the Tower of Babel, mankind was of one accord. The Lord said there was nothing these people could not accomplish. They were becoming like the first species of man. Anything that they could imagine would become a reality. The Lord has a specific plan for us today and could not allow these people to advance before it was the right time. The Lord at this point suppressed man's understanding. He has now released that suppressed part of our brain. Man is once again able to accomplish anything that he could imagine. Man has once again become like those at the time of the Tower of Babel, and also like those of the pre-Adamic race. Now I'm going to go into some more detail about the pre-Adam race. Ezekiel 26, the Lord is angry with the people of Tyrus. They rejoiced when Judah was captured and taken to Babylon. Because of the rejoicing on the captivity of Judah, the Lord was going to destroy the city and everyone in it. That's the background of this, okay? Ezekiel 26:20. When I shall bring thee down with them that descend into the pit, with the people of old time, and shall set thee in the lower parts of the earth, in places desolate of old. Lord sets people of Tyrus to hell. And notice it's in the earth now. It's not out in the open. They're going to exposed. So at some point in time, the exposed hell was put into the depths of the earth. The pre-Adam people are no longer on earth. Rather, they're in earth. They're still here. They are what we consider demons. They once had a physical body and are continually searching for a fleshly body to inhabit. They reside in the desolate places of old. How can the places desolate of old be in the earth and not on the earth? Isaiah 24:1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and turneth it upside down. At one point in time, what is in the earth was on the earth. It's kind of like putting butter on top of a flat pancake, then folding the pancakes together with the butter then being in the middle. He turned the earth upside down. This is a good indication that the earth was not round in the beginning. The flat earth theory may be true when it was in the beginning. When earth was next to or part of heaven in the beginning, I basically consider the earth was flat. He emptied the earth by placing everything that was on the earth into the earth. He buried it. Under our feet are cities that were in the beginning, before Adam was ever formed. They are in the desolate places of old. What did the pre-Adam people look like? Okay, Moses sent 12 spies to the land of Canaan. They saw giants, besides whom they seemed to be as small as grasshoppers. This Numbers 13:33. These giants were the sons of Anak. They were referred to as the Anakims. The Moabite term was Emims, which is in Deuteronomy 2:10 and 11. The Ammonite term was Zanzumans, Deuteronomy 2:20 and 21. The Emims and Zanzumans were considered the ancients of pre-Israelite people, which means before Adam. Adam was the first Israelite. So the Emims and Zanzumans were of the pre-Adam period. Deuteronomy 2:10 and 11. The Emans dwelt therein in times past, a great people and many, and tall as the Anakims, which were also accounted giants as the Anakims, but the Moabites called them Eman. Deuteronomy 2:20 and 21. That also was accounted a land of giants dwelt therein in old time, and the Ammonites called them Zamzummans. A great people and many and tall as the Anakims, but the Lord destroyed them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead. The Emans and Zamzummans dwelt in the same land as the Anakims are at this point in time, but they were in the old time, or times past. They lived in the land of Canaan before our present earth was established with the sun. The Anakims were like the giants of pre-Adam earth. The Anakims lived in Hebron and the hill country of Canaan before being destroyed by Joshua. And that's Joshua 11:21. Their remnant then lived among the Philistines. Joshua 11:22. If the Lord destroyed all the giants of the pre-Adam earth, then where did the Anakims come from? Genesis 6:2. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. A lot of churches teach that these sons of God were angels that married humans. There's several reasons that's not possible. That interpretation cannot be true. Angels are not sons of God, number one. Number two, Jesus said in Matthew 22:30 that angels do not marry. Number three, Genesis 6 offers no clue that heavenly beings are intended here. Number four, the flood is portrayed as judgment against the sins of man and not heavenly beings. Number five, there's no scriptural evidence that angels have sexual capabilities or procreate. God is an orderly God. There's a specific and precise order in which the Lord created everything. Dogs cannot cross with a cat. Pigs cannot cross with goats, etc., etc. Only like kind of his creation on earth can reproduce. Angels, who are spiritual beings, cannot cross with fleshly beings. These sons of God had to be of like kind. These had to be flesh and blood sons of God. Luke 3:38 states that Adam is the son of God. Seth then is also a son of God, and all his descendants as well. I believe that these sons of God of Genesis 6 are the children of Seth, from which Jesus comes. There is, however, a possibility God has many sons of God, with Jesus as his only begotten son or chosen son. Jesus came to earth and became flesh. So it is possible that other sons of God could have done the same. If they came and became totally human, they could have mated with daughters of men, which would have mixed bloods. Man's bloodline would then be polluted by the mix, which would have created giants. There are sons of God on earth, and there are sons of God in heaven. This is another possible scenario. And now I need to go into the blood, because there's a lot about the blood. But I'm going to stop here on this one, get this uploaded, then I'll come back with part 4. Things are starting to build, and I'm still showing you scriptures. That's all there. So I will see you later, and y'all have a blessed night.